All right, Wednesday's edition of Culotta and the Prince, the vlog here, wrapping up today's show. Every Wednesday, of course, we're joined by the 8-time All-Pro and Pro Bowler, Kevin Mawai, who sits in with us for the entire 8 o'clock hour. We talked a lot about the Pro Bowl, the Super Bowl, and Kevin, you went to the Pro Bowl 8 times, and we saw it on Sunday night. Just your experiences and the future of that game.
Yeah, the future of the game 3 years ago looked pretty bleak and dim. I think the format where the players choose their teams and it makes it more competitive for the guys. This year's Pro Bowl was won by 4 points, so it was a good game, and I think fans really enjoyed it. I think there's more excitement when the Pro Bowl is played in the mainland than it is in Honolulu because you just don't have the fan draw there. You don't have the population, and it's a great build-up to the Pro Bowl or to the Super Bowl. There's a lot of people already in town for the Super Bowl that week, and so it's a great primer for the biggest game on earth.
We had a lot of sound today from Super Bowl's Media Day, and really kind of centered around Marshawn Lynch, and you had some pretty good takes this morning on Media Day and Beast Mode.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
He asked me all the questions.
Yeah.
I'm just here.
No, I mean, look, I think that he's becoming more of a complex guy as opposed to just being simple and saying, well, he's got a problem where he don't like to talk in the public setting. You see, he's got a little bit of personality in a Progressive commercial. Some of the other things that he's doing, he kind of shines a light on a different side to him. The media, guys like us, we make much more of a deal of the fact that he's not talking to the media than the fans really care about. But at the end of the day, his play is really what tells a story for him. And save for the fact that he keeps grabbing his privates when he scores a touchdown and drawing attention that way, I think that he does enough to have us focusing on how he is as a football player.
You cleared up some stuff on air for some of the listeners inside the huddle. He's building up some nice tax write-offs at least.
Well, that's a hard way to do it when you get your check and you're short $150,000. But it's a business expense for an NFL player, and I think is you got Richard Sherman and then you got him, and everybody's got a stick. I disagree with the way they both handle their business, but I'm the majority. What you see with those two guys is kind of the minority in the NFL, but the minority sells, and that's what makes good TV.
Well, that's one of the things that we talked about. People say, well, Paul Allen's got to be disappointed in the way he's handling this. I see a lot of people wearing jerseys of Richard Sherman and Marshawn Lynch. And it's because of the fact that they are kind of controversial that people like that. So if I'm Paul Allen, I'm the ownership of the Seahawks. I want to make sure that those guys are out there doing whatever they can to help me move product. And the way that they're handling this, they become cult heroes, and that helps them sell product.
Yeah, I agree. When it comes to stick it to the man mentality, and I think everybody feels that way sometimes at some point in their life, in their job, or whatever. Well, if I can stick it to my boss like they're sticking it to theirs, then so be it. What everybody doesn't know is every time a jersey's sold, that player's getting 6%. So it's a great sales tactic for them. I'm gonna be the villain. Guys are gonna buy my jersey. I'm gonna get 6% off $100 jersey sales every time a jersey's sold. So really, how dumb are they? I mean, they're really not. They're making money off this whole deal.
6th Super Bowl for Belichick and Brady here this Sunday. If Brady wins, he'll be a 4-time winner of that game. We asked you on air. You had a great answer. Does it do anything for his legacy, win or lose, come Sunday?
6 Super Bowls. What other quarterback has started 6 Super Bowls, let alone won more than half of them? He wins this Super Bowl. He just puts himself in an echelon that's so far further removed than Joe Montana, maybe. And he's the greatest of all time, in my opinion. But the guy's going in the Hall of Fame, whether he wins or loses this game. Regardless, he's still a 6-time Super Bowl quarterback.
And we know every Saturday over in Death Valley you're locked in to watching LSU games, even if they're on the road. But for you this Sunday, this is one of the NFL games that you're kind of locked and loaded inside.
This is one of the only in the 17-week season. This is the one game that I'll watch the entire game just to kind of see it and watch it. It's a clear reminder for me of what I didn't have an opportunity to do, but it's what the game's all about, and the pageantry and all of it. It's what I remember as a kid growing up and why I wanted to play in the NFL.
Hall of Fame induction today. Another one for you.
Yeah, another one. Blessed, honored to be going into the Louisiana High School Sports Hall of Fame. Great honor going in with Coach Stoker from Ash High School, a guy that I played against. I played against his son, Scott Stoker. So I'm excited about it. It's just another honor, another privilege, another opportunity to grow a platform that the NFL's given me.
One of the other guys that is getting inducted today is Laurie DuPont, who was the head coach at Thibodeau and Vanderbilt Catholic, as well as West St. John. He coached Tyson Jackson, Quinn Johnson. But when he was at Thibodeau, some people would say he's getting into the Hall of Fame because he coached up Eric Andolsek. Other people will tell you that he's getting in because he coached up Ruffin Rodrigue. So,
well, either way, he's getting in. It doesn't matter. Everybody can complain about how the Seahawks got in or how the Patriots got in, but they still got in. It's not how you get there. It's the fact that you're there and other people aren't. And it's a great honor for all the men and women that are going in and that are already in. And just proud to represent Louisiana high school sports.
A lot of those Friday nights still stick with you from Leesville.
Yeah, I really do. Yeah, I had to go through my yearbook last night and find action shots and for the deal today, and hard to find them for an offensive lineman, especially in high school. But it does. Friday nights in the Wampanoag in Leesville was pretty special for me.
Big one for Johnny Jones and his crew this afternoon inside the Maravich Center.
Yeah, huge one here. This is a game that LSU's expected to win, so we'll be paying close attention to see what their level of maturity is, and if they come out and play as they're supposed to. This is a game that they should win, so we'll talk about it tomorrow morning.
1991 Airstream for sale?
1991 Airstream Exela for sale, 29-foot, original, everything works, great condition. Look it up on Craigslist. I'm not going to give out my phone number, but Baton Rouge Airstream Exela.
Kevin Mawai, the Prince, Jordy Culotta. Culotta and the Prince. We're back with you weekdays, 7 a.m. Remember, catch the podcast online, 1045ESPN.com, and follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN.